I want to do one more.
Yeah.
Number 19.
Number 19.
He played in the Super Bowl. It is Tom Brady.
The people probably are like, you probably would put Tom Brady there. Jared Goff is number 19. I know. And a lot of people are going to go, oh, that's way too low. You know, okay. It's not way too low on my list. When we start getting done, I'll talk and defend the quarterbacks that are in front of him. There's a lot of things I like with Jared Goff. There really is. I thought, you know, again, I hold big-time quarterbacks to the standard a little bit of like, you know, you got to be able to do some things outside of the system from time to time. The system can't give you the plays. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, here's 40 passes in a row where the first guy he looked at was open and he got a completion. I'm going to go, oh, my gosh, you're amazing, a quarterback. You just look at a guy and he's open and you throw it to him. I don't know. It's so amazing. Yeah. You know, I don't give credit to that. Yes, I give some credit to that. But what are you going to do in those moments when that guy's not open? And then now number two's not open. You know, when you're the number one pick of the draft or the franchise quarterback, I expect you to make some plays outside of that realm to go, oh, nothing was there, coach, but, coach, I bailed you out because I'm that good with my arm, with my legs, whatever it may be. Goff showed that a little bit last year. There was glimpses of that, where I didn't see any glimpses of that in 2017. But there was moments, whether it was the Vikings game, the Chiefs game, the Saints game in the NFC Championship game, where I said, ooh, okay, I like this.
Plays.
He was making plays, right. What do you want to say? You want to say anything else? All right, so here's what I'll say the negative, okay? I don't think
Super Bowl.
Well, the Super Bowl was not good. The whole end of the season was not good, other than the Saints game in the Dome, okay? I mean, yeah, really the last 5, 6, 7 weeks of the year were a little underwhelming. There's a reason we're sitting here talking about Jared Goff, too, as far as contract extension with the Rams, and the Rams telling us Wentz deal doesn't affect them. I don't think they're totally set on Goff yet. If they were totally set on him, they'd be going, let's get the deal done. I can promise you the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be getting a deal done with Patrick Mahomes at some point next year, as soon as the season's over. So they're sold. So I don't think they're totally sold on Goff yet. But Goff is not enough of a dead-eye thrower yet. He misses a little, like I said with Trubisky. He misses too many slam dunk completions for my likings as well, like the deep post in the Super Bowl where Brandon Cooks was in the back of the end zone wide open. He tries to throw it and put something on it. He loses control of the ball and throws a wobbler, right? Has a little bit of a long motion that way to where the ball can sometimes fall apart on him that way to where, yeah, he's just not as a pure or as a gifted thrower as some of the other guys. He's a pretty good athlete, but for 2019 quarterbacks, he's really average athlete. If he came out maybe my year in the draft, I mean, this is how much the league has changed. He would be looked at and people go, man, he's a pretty good athlete for quarterback. But the threshold for athlete at quarterback now, as you have seen, this is Mahomes, it's Watson, it's Lamar Jackson, it's Josh Allen.
It's going to become the standard.
You have to, right? The day of just a pocket wooden Indian pocket passer, that's done with. So I think those are, you know, some of my, there's good, but some of my concerns. But at this point I'd still say he benefits very much from the system and the talent around him before I bump him up too much farther than that.
It is really going to be interesting to see what they do with him because, you know, Carson Wentz has the same agent that Jared Goff does, and Wentz did just get that 4-year, $128 million deal. And, they can pick up his 5th-year option next year.
Well, listen, and his camp is going to have, you know, arguments against that Carson Wentz deal. They're going to go, oh, well, I mean, my quarterback's been in the playoffs twice. He brought the team to the Super Bowl.
Doesn't have the injury history.
Doesn't have the injury history. But then the Rams can defend it and go, yeah, but your quarterback's never seriously been in the MVP conversation like Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz was going to win the MVP if he doesn't tear his ACL in Week 14 in the 2017 season. I think he was the leader in the clubhouse by far. So, you know, those are the things. He's still really good. People think I hate Jared Goff because
it sounded like you hated on him a little bit, right?
Did it? Did it sound like it?
There was more negative than positive.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, there's still positive. I guess. Okay. That's fine. All right. So that makes me self-assess I don't want to be that guy. That's just
it almost
all
sounds
negative.
like you like Mitchell better than you like Jared Goff.
Well, I feel like the perception around them is totally opposite. So that's where I kind of probably fight it. It's Trubisky's horrible. Goff is amazing. And why? Just because the one team wins and then it just looks sexy that way? You know, I get it. I don't want to be a hater on Jared Goff. I think Mitchell Trubisky has more of a high-end ceiling than Jared Goff. So maybe that's where I get into that, too.
You would bet more on Mitchell Trubisky getting into the top 10 than you would Jared Goff.
I think I would at this point right now. And again, I don't want to be negative that way, and that doesn't mean you can't still win with Jared Goff because he's already proven you can win that way. But I don't know if he can make as many, game-changing plays, with his pure physical talent as some of the quarterbacks we'll see here that are in front of him. That's really the thing that I doubt. And then, the big-time throws and the consistency of some of the throws, it's got to improve a little bit.
Grew up in Northern California, huge Warriors fans, been tweeting about it all, playoffs.
Cool.
What is it? I always wonder what that's like as a player. Because he's in L.A.
Yeah.
L.A. and the Bay Area have huge rivalry.
Right.
It's Laker country, Clippers country, and then you see your starting quarterback in L.A. tweeting about the Warriors.
Yeah, no, I know. It's iffy.
When you were a Buck, did you feel pressure to root for the Tampa Bay Rays, even though you're a huge Yankee fan?
I did a little bit. I made it known that I was a huge Yankee fan. I really did.
That's weird. You love the Yankees.
I know, I do. And I really was into trying to support the team in the area, too. Like, I really was. At that time, Joe Madden was the skipper for the Rays, so they were fun to watch. I really respected their game.
They were good then, right?
They were starting to go on the up and up, and I'm going, man, this is cool. But, yeah, I was loyal to the Yankees, but I made it known that I was, like, paying attention to the Rays and like them. And I would go to Tampa Bay Lightning games. So, you have to dance a fine line there a little bit. Yeah, because people will take it personal. They think, like, well, you don't like our city, you're not going to root for them. And it's like, no, I just grew up somewhere else, and this is where I was raised, and I love this team, and he seems loyal to the Warriors.
Because I get that, too. Growing up in Michigan, it's weird. And there was a lot of time where Larry Brown, the coach of the Pistons, would wear a Tigers hat. So it was cool. It felt like they were all rooting for each other. But you're right. You didn't grow up there. You got your other allegiances, and that makes it tough. Okay, so 19.
So I sound like a hater with Goff. Okay.
A little bit, but I get what you're saying, though, where you feel like their perception of him is that he's great, number one pick, and finally is showing his true potential.
Right.
Like, pump the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of good. But, again, yes, I'm not going to put him in the top 10 quarterback conversation or anywhere quite there yet. I hope he proves me. I know there's a lot of things to like about the person and the player, but that's really realistically where I kind of see him stacking up with the rest of the league.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.